Good evening and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Well, today I took my wife to the outlets in Williamsburg, and when I got back, I looked at my account. Well, I looked at it a couple times during the day, and very happy. It looks like the market was mixed today, with the big boys coming back around and waking up, but it does look like financials weren't doing so hot. Pepsi looked like it was down, and I predicted it would be down a little bit today. Last night I predicted it would be down. Anyways, lots of green. Dow was down, but everything else was up. Nasdaq and the S&P both up. So you have to ask yourself, why do some stocks go up and some stocks go down? And will the ones that are going down continue to go down? Well, I do think we're in for a mixed week. But I do think that the ones that went down are telling us something. Technology was a big winner, as we would have guessed. Consumer defensive, not so hot. Energy and financial, not so good. So when you do your scans, make sure you're looking for those. It's probably going to continue for a few days. But I don't think there's enough information to see if there's a regime shift yet in the technicals and out of real estate, energy, and financial and consumer stuff. So I suspect that this week is going to be a mixed week. I believe there's some news coming out, especially about jobless claims. And remember, Friday is a holiday, so it's closed down. Monday, expected things to come out roaring. So be careful tomorrow. But I have received a lot of singles based on my indicators, and I want to share them with you tonight rather than in the morning so that you can do some pre-planning. I've written a program in Amibroker of which I can receive exact singles using the RSI, the MACD, the zigzag, and the stochastics RSI. The RSI that I'm using is a standard RSI with a 9 period. I've already told you about Fiverr. I'm already in Fiverr and Roku, and I'm hesitant to go in the plug, but it looks like that's going to be a mover. It has been indicating that it was going to go up the last couple of days. The MACD is a standard MACD, but with a little twist, it's a zero lag with no changes to the settings. And these are the singles you have there. Fiverr, the zigzag has just changed, plug, and Roku. And you want to make sure that those same things, you want the zigzag to be changed as well for the MACD. And then these are my stochastic RSIs. You get more singles for the stochastics than you do the regular RSI. This is why I kind of favor the regular RSI because I think it gives a stronger single. But if you want a bunch of singles each day, the stochastics one for you. Now, lately I've been using the stochastics and the RSI together to kind of give me a good feeling. I'm going to show you that right at the moment. Let's look at Roku. I just took a trade on this in the last few days, a long trade, and I'm expecting to go up for a few days. The MACD says it's going up. We're not using that. I base my decisions on the RSIs. I've seen that the RSIs were below, this is the stochastics by the way, below the 20 and coming back around. And this one was below the 30 and coming back around. They're both working together. And sometimes they don't do that. You get more stochastic ones, and you want to make sure they're working in together. So drawing a Fibonacci and looking at the 50% retracement, Roku should come to about 351. Let's have a quick look at plug power. I've been hesitant to put that on because I have lost twice on it recently. But let's take a look at it. It looks like it's about time. MACD is saying go up. The RSIs, which is based on this signal, the zigzag doesn't know what it's doing, but we think it's going to go this way. Zigzag has changed. 2 bars. Wait for the 2 bars to confirm it, or you can guess at it and kind of get a feel at it. But it is 2 bars. It's actually 3 or 4 because I got the signal for the last 2 days. I just didn't take it. I didn't pull the plug because I got burned twice most recently with plug. Well, I think this might be a super good trade. NEO is up today, all those EV stocks, so it's not too late for plug. Yeah, there's plug on MACD again, as we've seen in the chart. Let's pick one over here. Let's pick Netflix or Ollie. So in this case, we're looking at the MACD, and I like to take trades when the MACD is way below the 0 line. This is not. Of course, we're not. This time we're not looking at the RSI, although it is pointing. Both of those are pointing up. Netflix looks like a lot of trashing and thrashing around. Let's look at Ollie. We certainly got the zigzag is probably going to go that way. We got the MACD. That's a good indicator, but it's close to the 0 line. So close. I like them down here. And then you get a good signal. Even this one, you can at an upward, or vice versa. You can go vice versa. And that would have been a little ride, okay? And that's winner too for your shorts. Anyway, I use the MACD generally when it's long trending markets, and this is not one. In other words, you're getting a lot of bounce here. This is not I use the MACD and take those singles when it's a long trending market, and then you can go ahead and get some MACD singles. So I don't like these two, but you can go through them. This is how I do it. You have to take my list, which I get a single, take my list and check it out. Let's do one of those stochastic ones. Let's look at NEO, because I have a losing play in NEO. Let's take a look at that. It's losing. I'm losing $100. It's not losing a lot. This time we're looking at the stochastics. The stochastic is pointing up. It was below the 80, and now going above. The zigzag doesn't know what it's doing anymore, but it's most likely going to go this way, because that's what fractals do. The real RSI is kind of falling, so I do like NEO at this point. Had a long run down, and if you believe in the 50% reversion to the mean theory, it should play back up to here. 50%, can expect it. And some people will, but at least you can expect it to come here. And that price is at 45.08. Currently trading at 38.95, 39. So you can make yourself $6 if you believe that NEO is going and returning back to at least its 50% retracement level. Like I said, I have a Amibroker program. This is Amibroker, and I have a routine that I run that gives me these singles. They're precisely programmed in by a famous programmer from Penn State. And it's the same thing as on my report. I take this report, print out, and transfer it to Excel, and then do some other things to it. But here's Raku, and it gets the same stochastics that I just showed you over in Tradingview. There's your plug. It should be pretty near the same plug, and I'm getting a buy signal here. MACD is the exact same thing I showed you over in Tradingview. So the charts might look a little different, but its singles are the same. And I just want to go down real quickly a few of those stochastic RSI singles that we got. There's NEO. I'd say this looks good. Okay, you have to do further diligence, but it looks like it's going to go for a couple days. I just talked about NEO. Fiverr, I'm losing a little money in this as well. And I have a long trade. It looks like it is going back and returning long. Yeah, I bought here, and look what it done. And now it's looking like it's going to go long again. I hope so. I'm only losing a little money. By the way, I believe in Fiverr. I think it's going to, if we go into a recession, people are going to be using and selling their services online. Alpha. I don't see anything here. Skipping. CRISPR. I do see it. There's your zigzag has switched. MAC is about to cross. I do see a possible long play. And Raku, of course, I'm in, and I see a long play. Shorts. That's 4x. We're not talking about that. BDX. MACD saying the zigzag hasn't quite switched, but it could to any second. And the RSIs look good. BDX for short, it looks good to me. In the anticipation of the zigzag, but nope. International paper. RSI did not go above a 70, so, and the zigzag has been down. Take it or leave it. It doesn't seem like a bad play. Novartis, not enough. Long trending down. Looks like it was trying to come. I don't know. And UNG, I don't know. So, what I've done is I've taken my singles and validated them. You have to do the same thing whatever charting program you're using. take your singles, or take these if you want, and see how they look on your charts. Okay, but what you should come up with is a list of 1, 2, 5 that you want to trade for tomorrow. And then the last thing I always do is I check out to see and anticipate what's going to happen tomorrow. It's not really giving me a single. I haven't got a single on it because of the zigzag. Zigzag is not cooperating. But with the right situation, in other words, if I have a buy single and tomorrow's trend is up, overall trend of the market is up, that's a good time to buy. And likewise for shorts. And so this is nothing more than the lining of the stars. All the stars align. You got the RSIs together, and this is ZS. Now let me quickly just go down through those without talking too much. UGL, AI, be careful with this one. So I programmed in Amibroker to find when these both think when the RSI and the stochastic RSI are aligned, looking for possible long trades for tomorrow before the zigzag switches. This time the zigzag did switch, and everything's aligned. That's fiber. Okay, we got a single for this. Silver and gold. These metals have been hit hard. If you're a believer in metals, what we're saying, what Amibroker is saying, what this program is saying is it's looking like things might go up a little for a couple days. Plug, there it is again. Raku. But it's the shorts that I want to talk about. And I'll be making a video on one or two or both of these tonight. But again, the stars are aligning. The RSIs are aligning. They give me a possible trade in anticipation because the zigzag hasn't changed. And the two that I want to talk about and going to do further analysis on is Target and Accenture. Skimming through the list real quick so in case somebody's following and wants to stop. We've got T, Merck, 3M, Kroger, Coca-Cola, ACM, Accenture, Kimberly-Clark, J&J, Allergen, and ETF, Humana, and GLL, Silver. Anyway, that's how I do it. I get the singles, and I do more due diligence. And now I want to take this one of these anticipations, Accenture, and look back on Tradingview. Because I know a lot of you are using Tradingview. Okay. The stars are aligned. Look. And so is the MACD. It lost a little bit today. Let's put a Fibonacci on it and see what the 50% retracement is. But you can eyeball it too. So it should come maybe down to here. The last time we had a short was here. And that would have a nice play. We have a short here. And that would have been a loser. But the RSIs didn't line up. They do here. You'll have to decide if this is a winner. But this is your 50%. And so that is about $25. No, $15. If you think it's going to go back down to the 50% retracement, well, there's a good chance of that. But at least it'll come back down to 272, currently trading at 276. So you at least can make $4, I believe, quickly, $4 or $5. Anyway, I'm going to do some further analysis on Accenture and Target as my anticipation plays, my called shots. Meanwhile, this is my list. This is my plan. This is my target. These are stocks that I know and love. They've taken from my 250 watch list, 250 stock watch list. Everybody should have a watch list. I think tonight you need to be deciding what stocks you're going to be trading on Thursday, remembering that Friday is an off day, and that Monday there's a lot that can happen between Friday and Thursday night and Monday morning. So be careful. Trade only one or two stocks. I'm only going to look at a few. I'm already in many of these, and I'll relook at Plug because maybe it's time. My Neo stock has come up, and so Plug might be time for Plug. Do your own due diligence. Work on your watch list. See how these indicators, stocks look with your indicators. Happy trading. Catch you on the flip.